So yeah guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the Ascent. I'm sure you've all heard of it by now. Really cool game. This one in particular, from a very small studio, reminds me quite a fair bit actually of a game called Insomnia the Ark. In terms of the aesthetics, they're very similarly kind of a cyberpunk setting, although you could argue that basically the Ark is really more of a steampunk game, or diesel punk as they like to kind of put themselves, but nonetheless both running on Unreal Engine 4, and of course very gorgeous titles. In my case, I am running this game using my RTX 3090, and I'm using basically some ray tracing on the reflections. Now I have RTX turned off for shadows and a bunch of the other effects because at 4K, for whatever reason, the RTX 3090 doesn't seem to handle it super well. But in any case, really cool title. I've been having just an absolute blast playing this thing. It is, not the easiest game by far, but it certainly is an absolute blast to play. Now I've just kind of been doing some side gigs here, because the main story kind of actually takes a fairly long time to get through, and I did want to be in a slightly better shape to face some of my adversaries, to just kind of get my character built out a little bit more. I actually, didn't really think that I was going to enjoy this particular layout as much as I am. Ultimately, I think this layout's pretty cool, but, everybody kind of sees it differently. To me, this just looks sick. Of course, the explosions, the graphics, all the really funky effects, really cool stuff. Plus the fact that you can basically just kind of explore the world, in your own time. The game doesn't really force you to do anything until you've kind of, well, I guess you could say you have to pass the tutorial first, and then you can kind of, pretty much do whatever you want from that point forward. But again, just really love the aesthetic of this title. I haven't really played it that far in. I'm about 3 hours into the game so far, so I'm sure there's still a bunch of stuff that I need to kind of, figure out, a bunch of stuff I need to get. The kind of hacking mechanics are pretty interesting, although a little bit basic, if I may say so myself. Again, I haven't gotten far enough into the game to really have much of an opinion formed just yet. But with that said, again, really nice, very easy to do. And then I think that overall, the just the ability to kind of explore at your own pace is probably the best part. Now, obviously, in terms of the scale of the game, this isn't going to be cyberpunk, just because, again, it's a very small team, so you can't really expect them to make like a massive, massive title of that scale. But with what they have accomplished, I believe it's like a, 12-person team or something along those lines. Just incredible. In terms of the aesthetics of the title, in terms of just what they've done graphically here, from just an art perspective, from fleshing out the world and actually making it feel alive. I would even argue that this is more on par with something like, The Witcher 3 in terms of the world feeling alive. Now, to me, Cyberpunk doesn't actually feel as lived in or as alive as this game. There's just something about the way that they've done things in this particular title that just really nails the atmosphere. At least to me, it seems like they did a much better job on it. Again, that's just my take, so you don't have to, have the same opinion on it. But for me personally, I think that was probably the coolest part, is that, very tiny team creates a super awesome, game that just has aesthetics basically oozing everywhere. Now, the soundtrack is, it's okay. I do believe it's an original soundtrack, but it's really, nothing like just so spectacular that you're gonna be like blown away. It's just a good soundtrack. Fits with this theme of the game pretty well. I find that, I don't know if I'd necessarily buy this, but if I really wanted to support the developers, I guess I could. I don't know if they have any plans for creating DLC or anything like that, but seeing as how I haven't even passed the main portions of the campaign yet, probably doesn't really matter too much, honestly, at this point. I have been looking forward to this, actually, because I think when I first kind of did this, I didn't really know what I was actually getting myself into. I really thought this was a different type of title completely. So, but you know, it is what it is. I don't actually remember what was happening here, to be completely honest with you guys. Okay. I think there's something hidden in this building. Anytime you get one of these like little white prompts. Ah, okay, so that's interesting. I believe that when I last played this, I had already been in this section. So that may be why there's not really a whole lot for me to explore in this area. I actually don't even remember being in this section per se. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys in here. Okay, that's a civilian. Just swap to my shotgun here. See if we can't take these guys out. Oh. Oh yeah, devastating damage up close. But it does appear to really scatter from there, which, you know, makes sense. It is a shotgun after all. But absolutely very close range weapon. And pretty much nothing else. Let's see here. Yeah, just the layout of the maps and everything, ridiculously cool. Let's see, I guess I can't shoot this guy. That's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to be able to catch him kind of unawares. Looks like we got a bunch of these dudes trying to get me. Looks like they did get me actually. I swapped out one of the power-ups that I had into, I believe, like a health power-up of some kind, and so I was expecting to be able to use that to just blow these guys away, and that didn't work out, obviously. I also kind of hate how they run away after you get to a certain distance, and then they just stop chasing you, as if like nothing happened. Looks like they got your own buddy there. I do like the fact that there's also some like destructible environments going on. Like I didn't expect this wall to blow apart. And the fact that they drop their grenades when you shoot them, which just means that they end up blowing up their buddies. Really cool little, you know, attention to detail there. Kind of reminds me of the Warhammer game. I believe it's Inquisitor, Martyr, if I remember correctly, where they had the destructible environments when you would shoot at the walls. Really, really cool game, that one. And I want to say that one also used Unreal Engine 4 as well, but I might be wrong, so you guys are welcome to correct me. And I guess these dudes are pretty high level. They just keep spawning, which is fine by me, because I'll just be able to whittle their health down. Unless they kill me, of course. But that's a-okay by me, because I'll just grind. Now I think that, and I always forget what the key was for getting into the character. So there's the there's my dude. I think I'll swap over to this visor because A, it looks cooler, and I also get some really neat little bonuses there. And I've picked up a bunch of crap armor, which is not too surprising. And then some kind of mechanical legs, I suppose. Let's see here. Digital shotgun. I thought for some reason I had a different kind of gun. Interesting. What does this do in terms of damage, though? Okay. Yeah, so there's the slamming ability that I was talking about earlier, that I was trying to use, but that didn't actually quite end up working out. Now, let's see. Haven't collected any bounties. For some reason... Oh, I guess I never really went too deep into that particular... Yeah, definitely want to modify this quite a bit and give myself some more crits. Because I'll be able to... I think I'll be able to take on higher level enemies if we do that. I'm not 100% sure, though. Might be very far off on that one. But these dudes are, you know, a couple of levels above me. So I definitely want to be able to take on a few more of them. Some more visors, which is pretty cool. Actually, let's see, can I hack that? There we go. I don't know if there's really any point of going in here. It doesn't look like it actually gives me anything, but that's okay. It's always worthwhile to explore a little bit. And then I want to say... Well, actually, I don't really want to go into the next section because I still kind of want to explore this area a little bit more. I feel like there's more to find out, more to do. Of course, these dudes... Oh man, that was... I don't know why. Normally, the barrel explosions don't get me as much. I think because of the fact that that one in particular was very... damage dealt to it was by a high level enemy, so I think it makes it do more damage at that point. But, oh well, all the more reason for me to clear these guys out very quickly. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I've got my modified weapon. Yeah, another dread. Oh, what the heck is this thing? Well, no idea. Ah, you know what? I think I've been to this area, and I got absolutely shredded the last time I was here. There we go, took care of that dude. Definitely able to do a lot more damage this time around. I guess, after I leveled up some of my crits and stuff, it made it a little bit easier. Bunch of guys around here. Just try and see if I can take them out. That was a close one. Made quick work of that dude. Yeah, I don't even know where the heck I am right now. That was very inconvenient reload time. Oh, shoot, this guy's like a level 20. Definitely want to get the heck out of here. Yeah, those guys are a little bit beyond me right now. Whatever, we'll take a look, see if we can't get through some of that section. Actually, let me see if we can't go to this upper level, because I don't think I've explored that area enough either. Or maybe it just dead ends, and that's why I couldn't go into that section. Which would also be explainable, but I'll take some free credits. Whatever. Not a big deal. Plus I get to blast apart a bunch of low-level scum. Always a win in my book. So I don't really have too much of an idea of what this area even is that I'm in right now. But I guess I clearly must have explored a decent bit of it before. There we go, another level up. I That guy's really doing some damage to me. The problem also is I now have my camera view right where I would typically have my health, so I'm probably losing a lot of health right now. Let's see, yeah, so that definitely messed me up a fair bit. But the reason I wanted to go back here was because I believe the last time I was in this area, I left a bunch of stuff just kind of out in the open, or I skipped an area that I could have potentially scavenged or something along those lines. Yeah, get that dude out of here. Let's see here. Oh, okay, so that's actually kind of interesting. Okay, I guess that dude doesn't really want to be upset, huh? I don't know if I've actually taken this elevator before. Yeah, you're gonna find out what real pain feels like, buddy. Okay, so clearly I must have been in here before as well. Because I actually... Oh yeah, because I remember coming through this section. I don't know how that dude didn't die from me shooting him in the face, but whatever. Take these guys out. Easy money. Yeah, that's the thing, is that once you start exploding a bunch of these crates, it's just like loot everywhere. So I'll gladly take extra ammo and extra money. So the thing is, they have these little shops that you can visit that you can buy a bunch of different gear from. So different merchants and stuff like that. It is quite expensive, so I guess it is always worthwhile just to keep kind of going around looting, even if it is kind of pointless. Plus you get to just kind of explore the game world, so it's a win-win. Can't really complain there. Also, the vehicles can be exploded, which is pretty sweet. Now I think... Let's see here. I don't remember where I actually died before. Yeah, it doesn't want me going that way, apparently. Oh, here's a dude. I don't know why I couldn't shoot him there. It's kind of weird. Alright, time to switch to a different gun on this fool. Yeah, it's also kind of interesting because you can shoot regularly, or you can aim and like shoot over obstacles, which is useful, especially like if you're crouched somewhere and you just want to shoot from like cover. Pretty cool stuff. Not really a mechanic I've seen used in any other types of games in this like genre. But then again, I haven't played too many like this, aside from Insomnia the Ark, so, you know, take that as you will. Let's see, I guess somewhere around here... Oh, there's a bunch of dudes over here that are angry. Like, very angry. Let's see if I can't get around them or something. That was stupid annoying. Now I hope that me killing civilians doesn't end up giving me some kind of punishment, because that would actually really suck. Or like I get a bad ending because I killed too many civilians. Would not be fun. I don't know what the heck. Whatever that means. ATM for something. Oh boy. Alright. Bunch of stuff in here. And a bunch of lockers. This actually, in some ways, this kind of reminds me of like the Fallout games from way back when. Now, those of you guys who are younger and watching this, you probably wouldn't remember, because it's not really something that is really like, you know, been played up too much. Most of the people that play Fallout these days, they just know about Fallout 4 or, you know, Fallout 3, New Vegas, all that fun stuff. The more recent titles. But as far as the originals, very, very much unknown these days, at least to the younger crowds, as far as I know. The nice thing is that Steam does have these games, you know, for sale, which is pretty neat. And so you can just go out and buy them, and you'd get to experience it. But, you know, honestly, because the isometric RPGs of that time were so, I don't want to say backwards, but they were, the mechanics of them are not exactly something that really has aged well, per se. So something that's like this, where it's more action-oriented but still top-down, would probably be, you know, more up everyone's alley these days. And, you know, I don't mind the occasional game that is turn-based and isometric. I think it just kind of brings back a lot of those memories from back in the day, but for anybody who's younger, it probably makes no difference whatsoever. So you may not particularly care about it as much. But for me, you know, personally, like, these types of games are definitely where it's at. Oh boy. Let's see if I can't clear this out. Are these guys bad? I can't tell. Or are they just cops? So that's interesting. These guys look like they're cops, and yet they do absolutely nothing when I shoot people, which is kind of funny, to me at least. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the one funny part, is that you would think that the cops that were just giving this guy a ticket would actually do something, but they just ran off as soon as the shooting started. So that's pretty hilarious, actually. But I don't know if that's intentional, or they just didn't have time to kind of design that part more. In any case, it's still super neat that this just exists in a state that it is. And I'm sure that as the team has more time to kind of look into it, they'll probably be able to make the AI a little bit more, you know, realistic, I guess you could say, if that's even a term that you could use in this situation. Man, a bunch of these guys in here. They're just all coming after me, huh? Oh boy, this guy's gonna be a pain in my ass, I can already tell. Pick up as much of that health as I can. Can sell more of those weapons online or at a store later on. Make a bunch of money, hopefully. But we'll see. Okay, I was not actually expecting there to be something in that truck. That's kind of cool. There's a bunch of dudes with their shields over there. So I'm sure I will probably end up having to come down that way and figure some things out. And that dude can shoot at me all he wants. I'm just gonna get out of there. Oh boy. So this definitely is just like an ever-expanding area, which is pretty sweet. Because I actually honestly thought that the main city hub is where everything was gonna happen. Apparently not. Apparently it just keeps going. So that's super cool. Let's see here. So yeah, at this point, I'm basically just like a mercenary, I guess. You start out as like this indentured servant, just doing some minor repairs, and that's pretty much your entire job and all you're sent there to do. And then now, like, I'm just a gun for hire in essence, I guess, whatever you wanna call it. Okay, so that's kind of annoying, actually. I can't see where these guys are. So I can just kind of hope that I can blast away at them. goes here, cash. Alright. I don't know where they are again. Oh, here's this dude. Can't see this guy. Just kind of have to hope for the best. Let's see, what is this? It doesn't look like anything much, I guess. Clearly a bunch of enemies, though. Oh, that is a big boy. I was not expecting those giant rocket dudes. Let's see where it ends up putting me now. Because it's actually kind of... yeah, I have absolutely no clue where the hell I am. Or, for that matter... let's see here. Do I want to be in here? And I don't even remember what I was doing here in the first place. Let's see, was I here before? I honestly can't tell. Definitely want to pick that up. And I think that I can get to this roof, which then means I can pick up some stuff that was up here. Hopefully, maybe? Let's see. Oh. Okay, so here's where that other component was, I believe. Don't mind if I do. See if I can open this case too, that'd be nice. But can't get that door, I guess. Let's see if... I always keep forgetting the character loadout stuff. So it looks like I picked up a bunch of garbage mostly. Yeah, not too much in here that I can really do. So let's take a look. I'm gonna just up my crits again because I'm a very boring player. Don't do anything super crazy. And let's see if I can't just explore this section a bit more. Because these dudes are at least like more my level. So I can reasonably expect to wipe them out. That was a close one. That was a poor choice of hiding place, buddy. So there's that. I guess I might as well just follow my mission objective at this point. See if I can't figure out what the heck was over there. Meanwhile, pick up some credits too. Yeah, so some of the areas I figured that I'd be able to just access right away and just get going, but, you know, as it happens, that doesn't always work out that way. Because some areas just end up getting locked down, and then you just can't go there. But let's see here, what does it want me to actually do? And of course these dudes just end up converging on me. Not that it really matters, because they all suck. I guess that was a civilian. What a waste. I just hate how some of these guys can get so close to you and then you can't even shoot them. But let's just keep going here. See what we can figure out. Luckily, most of these guys just plain suck. Super low level. Alright. I guess it wants me to go this way. But let's just see. Yeah. Back to this area where I was earlier. Hate that I have to deal with these level 13s. I guess, luckily for me, there's a bunch of explodey barrels right there that I was able to utilize to my advantage, because they were gonna kick my butt pretty quick here. See, I can't tell if that's a defensive turret. Oh, more level 13s. That's the worst. But luckily, again, got kind of caught in an area where I can actually operate and kill people. Ah, geez, more of these dudes. Come on. Just gonna have to see and clear this area out from far away. And hope for the best. I suppose that wasn't too bad, actually. But could have been much worse, for sure. Let's see, where does he want that other camera placed? Some really strange missions in this game, I honestly gotta tell you guys that much right now. See. Ah, great. More of these dudes. And this guy's in cover, so that makes it extra easy for me to get wiped out. Okay, let's see here. There we go. I don't know what I'm picking up, but screw it, I'll take it. And then let's check this area out. Gotta be careful that I don't piss some of these people off. But I guess it's probably gonna be inevitable at some point. I don't know what the heck I just picked up, but I don't like it. I don't really know what happened there, because I want to use the dread as the secondary here, because that just shreds people. Okay, so that's actually kind of cool. They also blow up the floor when grenades go off. I didn't think that that was something that happened either. So pretty cool stuff. Let's see here. I'm not really sure why he keeps switching to that gun though. It's kind of annoying. It's like I keep getting a modified loadout, even though that's not what I actually want. Really bizarre. But anyhow. Thankfully, Pretty close to where I need to go. Or at least I think I'm close to where I need to go. Aw, darn. I was hoping I'd be able to steal something here, but I guess it just ain't happening. Oh, fabulous. Bunch of level 9s. Get that guy out of here. Not bad all in all. Yeah, I guess I'm going in here. Let's see what the deal is in this area. Weird. I guess I can't shoot these guys unless I'm on the same level as them. It's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. The heck is... Okay, so that's just the entrance. So whatever, no big deal. See what else we got in here. Well, I guess there's not really much. I just gotta go search for that body. Interesting. Definitely not how I wanted this to go. Because I feel like these dudes kind of shredded me. This is like the futuristic morgue, I suppose. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that guy didn't see me. But I guess he's just blind. Not really my problem, I suppose. Let's see what we got in here. Suppose still not a whole lot, except for a bunch of people shooting at me. I'm actually honestly kind of surprised how well they've done the animations for people running and walking and stuff like that in this game. So I don't know if that's a consequence of Unreal Engine just having advanced that far or that much, but it's definitely very cool. I don't think I can rescue any of these dudes. And then that's just the end of the world over there. Kind of funny. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. Guess we're just collecting a bunch of stuff. Getting the hell out of here. I was kind of hoping there'd be a little bit more to steal around here than just that, but it is what it is, I suppose. I actually didn't know that you could get health pickups out of those lockers. That's kind of interesting. What the heck does it want me to do now? Oh, I see. Alright, I guess they're like melting people down into soda. That's kind of funny. Kind of sad at the same time too, actually. This dude's got a really sick weapon on him. And of course, you know, the weapon's so cool, I'm not allowed to have it yet. Dang it. Ah, Jesus. Those guys are brutal. Alright, so let's see where I end up here. I don't even... They just sent me, like, way the heck back here. Although I guess... Oh, what the hell is this? That's like a massive robot. I did not expect to be fighting that. I'll tell you that much right now. I don't know how that happened. But didn't last very long there. Not too surprising, however. Let's see where we end up here. See if I can't make this and not end up dying. And at least pass this mission for today. Come on. So I guess sometimes the police robots, or whatever the heck those things are, actually do work, which is kind of surprising, honestly. I was kind of just half expecting it to do precisely nothing. Let's see here. Okay, so it just wants me to go up here. It's fine. No big deal. That was way too early. And now I'm getting completely just shredded because there's too many of these dudes. I did not actually want to do that, but that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't set me back too far. We'll find out, I suppose. Come on. Sometime this century now. That was kind of interesting. I rolled into that barricade, I think. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, you guys are gonna regret talking to me. I feel like I'm sent back like a bunch of places that I wasn't at before. Because I'm for sure wasn't in this area previously. So I'm not really sure how the resets work. Seems to be kind of randomized. Let's see here. But I think somehow I'm getting closer to where I'm supposed to be. Maybe, possibly. All right.
Corporate AI filed for bankruptcy.
Yep. Okay, so we're actually on the right track here. Not what I was expecting. Definitely kind of stuttery though. I feel like my FPS is just all over the place because of the RT reflections, which honestly, I don't know how much better they look than like the screen space reflections, but there's only really so much a small dev like this can do to optimize a game like this, so can't really expect too much. Let's see if we can talk to this guy and finish that mission off, and then we can call it a day. Pretty cool. And now, if we look at my dude, yeah, so now I've got a little bit more stuff that I can take a look at. That's a cool little hat right there. And then, yeah, there's the, there's all the little areas that I've been to thus far. And so you start out kind of in this section here, then you make your way over into this area, and then, well, I guess it just kind of expands from there, really. And I would assume that since this is like the center spire, that maybe at some point it just ends up looping all the way around this section, but I could be wrong. I don't want to spoil it for myself just yet. So I guess in the next video, I'll try and see how much further we can get. But until then, I'll see you guys.